Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for being here today. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Well, not that long, to be honest, but it feels like a very long time. Last time we had a session here was on Wednesday. Yeah, we had a session on Wednesday. Dr. Badru says, hope you weren't reported. I was. Many things happened. Account hijacked. One account was hijacked, but got it back. But the main issue was, the old technical stuff. Some equipment there was a power surge, affected equipment, had issues with power. And that's why we're late today as well. Like everything was set, and then I had to get some technicians to come over again earlier tomorrow. In fact, they are coming again tomorrow. I just wanted to have the bare minimum to have today's session because I told myself that I promised everyone on Twitter and Telegram. I put out on Telegram yesterday that we couldn't have the session yesterday, but we're going to be here today. So I was like, no matter what we have to do, no matter what it takes, we've got to have today's session. I let them adoyo. I remark on then. So I let them adoyo by saying, good to be here, and glad to see everybody here. Unitary Migbo. Why are they always doing this? They like reporting. Oh yes, I lost my Instagram account. By the way, that reminds me, I opened a new one. Pusui Oris _ that's in the account. So please check out Instagram and please follow. I'm gonna post some new content on there in the coming weeks. We'll see how that goes. So please follow Instagram. Twitter was actually quite crazy. They actually got in and they were typing things I couldn't type, like I would never type. They were using my account, and but we got that sorted. That's quite interesting. But we're here now. That's the beauty, isn't it? Ade says they should counter with superior arguments, not report. Nah, there's no superior argument. That's a sad thing. And it's sad. It's not sad because it doesn't exist. It's sad because people can't just come to terms with the truth and say, you know what, maybe I got it wrong somewhere. And anybody can be wrong. Which is why, if you notice, I'm always quoting books. It's not because I can't I could just say things. But then, you would ask, they just want to argue. But it says, well, Akiyomaki says, good day to you too. What happened to your TikTok since last week? Nothing. We were posting, by the way. We were posting on TikTok. And the videos they were getting out. So that's good. Oh boy, a lot of things have happened. And I received a lot of videos. I don't even know. Okay, I know where to begin. I can't say I don't know. I know where to begin. Since we last met, a lot of water has gone under the bridge, but we're here. Praise God. So we started a series a while back on our Lord's trial. We're talking about how Papa was arrested, then how it began, why it happened, the old reasonable felony thing. So we've done why it happened, we've done how it happened, and we're supposed to start with the arrest, reading his book, My March Through Prison. So we're going to get into that. Maybe not today, but we're going to get into that. And I'm saying that because we're starting a bit late and we have a lot of things to cover. And I want to cover as much as possible. But what we're going to do, we're going to talk about some things that happened. We're also going to respond to some things that have come up in the last few days based on some of the things we've posted. People have asked questions and people have cursed us out. So it comes to the territory. We're just going to respond to some of those things, and a number of those things have to do with the abandoned properties. I didn't know that people actually thought that, Yoruba people have, took over buildings. And I'll tell you the reason I'm digressing or leaving the series for a bit. The reason is because, sometimes you are trying to get information. But one thing we have to be careful of is information for information's sake, or knowledge for knowledge's sake. The video is out in that moment, and we can always return to it. It's better to do that than to just say, oh, this is the series we're working on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to sometimes find a way to answer what's happening and then go back to the series. Okay, so it's like you're playing, you're trying to find the balance, essentially. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about, abandoned properties and unitary system. And then if time permits, we'll then get into the series. If not, we'll start, we'll continue with the series next time. All right. Someone says good afternoon. Okay, Adeglo, good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Let's start with via his renewed hope agenda has launched free JAMB registration for 50,000 Southeast students, giving 8,500 naira each to support 2027 exams. The program aims to promote education, youth empowerment, and future leadership in the region. That's from The Guardian, Nigeria. Speaking of what the president is doing for folks in the Southeast, 50,000 students in the Southeast will enjoy free JAMB registration. I think that's quite nice, and it's commendable. Good evening, Mr. No, this is your name. I know you won't change it. How do you want people to be calling you Olowori Wanri? You must be doing this intentionally. But it works, by the way, so maybe you shouldn't change it. It's nice. Yeah, someone says they need to be educated. I mean, we all need to be educated, don't we? But to be honest, now people have said all kinds of things about it. People have said, regardless, they're not going to vote for him. They don't want, they don't want the gift. Is a lie. Oh my God, and I don't. So this is the issue. Someone says, why is it only in the Southeast? I don't know. I don't think it's going to change much, to be honest. Good evening, Mr. Olujide. By the way, if you're joining us for the first time and you hear me greeting a lot of people, it's because it's been a while. So I greet, but today only for there. So I was saying that personally, I know that it doesn't matter. If he likes, he should give them heaven and earth. They won't vote for him. But I think it's okay that he's doing this. And they're Nigerians, so it's okay for them to also benefit. I just don't know why it's only one region, so maybe the rest of us also have to protest. Sean Obankwa, I greet you too. Maybe other people have to also ask, like, why just that region? But to be honest, it's unnecessary. I'm just happy for them, and I think it's something to criticizing the move. And the crazy part is that the people criticizing the move are actually folks from the Southeast. I think it goes to, show that it's not really about what you do. Give me a second. I'm trying to look at YouTube also so I can carry everybody along. So I apologize. Just give me a second, please. Okay. So, it's funny that the people who are against it are folks from the southeast. I thought there would be more um, gracious, or they'll be happy, right, to have that kind of gift. But I don't know. Someone says he's taking Southwest votes for granted with this action. No, is he? You and I can put money together and sponsor. How much is 85, Abby? You can sponsor a number of students. You can put the name of Tinubu on it. We should say that that's not even what's happening in the Southeast. I mean, we could just look for like 1,000 kids. 85 presidents sponsoring. I just read this now. 50,000. So don't worry. APC guys, by the way, if you're APC, I'm not APC, but if you're APC, you guys should also do better, right? But do we need it in the Southwest? I think everybody needs it, but I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's some things, think about it, I can't feel it. We'll be alright. We will be fine. Which brings me to the election on Saturday. Macmillan on YouTube, I'm very well. It says, greet me, I'm greeting you. I'm greeting you. Thank you for being here. But Tobato says other people are doing that in the Southwest. Yes, yes. Maybe not in the name of the president, but I know there are people taking care of maybe like 100 here, 500 here, 1,000 here. It doesn't really have to be the president, if you know what I mean. Okay. So, Shatiwa. All right, let's get into the news proper. So, but that's news. President is sponsoring 50,000 students in the southeastern part of Nigeria, 8,500 naira each. That's the registration form, JAM registration, and I think it's really good, and I think people should be happy about it. But if you are inclined towards negativity, you will see problem in everything. Even if you see solution, you find problem for that solution. But I think this is actually good, and people should be happy about it. All right, moving away from that, something interesting happened on Saturday. In Abuja, of course, you must have heard about it. The elections took place, and some people say they won before any other person even had the chance to, count the votes. They told everybody that. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Someone says we are not happy about it. What are you not happy about? You're not happy about the fact that the Southeast. Why are you not happy? There's an issue I have here, please. Let's talk about this thing while I sort this thing out. Why are you not happy? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí yóò fi dùn? Ẹnikẹ́ni tí wọ́n bá nípa láti ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún òun náà lẹ́nìkejì rẹ̀. Just give me a second, please. I'm having an issue with the other device. I want you to read the news. Or I want you to listen to the news, I mean to say. I don't want to even tell you the crazy things that happened. Some devices just went off and affected loads of things. So this one is one of those things affected. Just give me a second, please. Oh, yeah. T. Dan, good to see you. There's a little issue here. How do we do this? Okay, you know what? Give me a second. Let me change devices. If I try it one more time and it doesn't work, I'm going to have to use another device. Again, I apologize. This is the fallout of all that I've experienced in the last few days. I don't know if you hear the beeping sound now. I hope this thing doesn't go off. Okay, it's better now. You are. There might be no. Or maybe maybe I should just put the audio here and then you listen to it. Maybe that's what's going to work at this point too. Work. Praise God. We're in. So let me explain what happened. People tried to hack. I mean, they actually hacked the account and they began to type all kinds of things. And I had to log out of every device and then start doing it one after the other. And in some cases, I couldn't, but you guys were right. I saw the gentleman that was saying that he wasn't happy that the Southeast had that stuff. Let's be happy now. Be happy for your fellow, what's the word now? Your fellow country people. Adeglo says, be careful of Erufai. No. Erufai, that one is another news entirely. Compatriots. Okay. All right, let's move away from the old 50,000 folks in the South. Like I said, I think it's good. It's really nice. But something interesting actually happened over the weekend. There was an election in Abuja. I'm sure you know the scores. You know the election results. APC won. We're going to get into the details of that later. But ADC had gone to town with a report that I saw early on Saturday, but it turns out that they did not win. But before we get into all of that, I want to play something from a Twitter space that I think people should be aware of. Yes. I think people should be aware of. So let's start with this one. And gosh, the account is off. If you notice that there's a little hiccup, please try and understand. It's a lot of things are happening right now, but I can't explain everything. Just we'll be fine. Just give me a second. We're good. All right, let's start with this one. This is from an X space, and I noticed something interesting. When people start using the word Abuja no be Lagos. Abuja is not Lagos. And like, okay, you're about putting to learn a lesson. We must all learn a lesson. Take a listen to this, please.
No, because you have said this is not you said as yet this is not here. Macnoon Abuja is not Lagos.